Alright, it's me, Norman, again from Blitz Corporation. In our last videos, I taught you how to install WordPress on your server, in your hosting account, and we learned to do it in two ways. Now I'm going to teach you how to install a theme and how to set it up to start from the beginning. And make some cleanup in the WordPress. This is what we're gonna get at the end, and this is our backend. We're gonna be using Divi, but because I have this set up for right now, I'm gonna use the other domain that I use on our WordPress tutorial. So we're going to you should have if you have been following the videos, you should you should have your WordPress ready. So you should be in this point. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna change it to like right. Yeah, this is where we finished in our last video in the hosting. But now we're going to go to the part that matters to us, and we're going to do this admin. Alright, so we're in admin. So by default, WordPress it gives you some settings and some installations that we don't need, and we're gonna clear it up, because even if you have a reliable hosting with good capacity, if you don't need something, just get rid of it, delete it. You don't need it, and you can maintain a more clean and better workplace for your website. So by default, post come with a hello world. We don't need this, so we're gonna delete it. We're going to trash, empty trash, and pages. We have privacy policy. You have to leave this one because you need a privacy policy on your website now. It's with all this about privacy and all these things. So this is very important that you have your privacy policy page. So we're gonna let it. We're gonna let it there, and we're gonna use it later. And we don't want this page, so we're just gonna delete it. Trash, empty trash. All right. Come back here. And in appearance themes, WordPress comes with 3 installed themes that the same. You can keep themes like this if you want to switch once in a while just to change your website, even though it's not really recommendable, because not all the themes are the same. So you do something in one, and it definitely it won't take the same in the other one. But it's up to you. But for me, I always think it's better if you just clean up this thing you need, because you need one theme. This one we cannot delete this one yet. We're gonna be using Divi, but we cannot yet delete this one until we install Divi. But let's make sure that we clean up everything. Oh, plugins. We have WordPress comes with 2 plugins too, and we don't need them. Delete. And alright, so plugins that don't have like pages and post like when you delete something, it goes to a trash. You see trash. Plugins you delete. If you delete it here, it's gone totally. All right. So now to install a new theme, whether you downloaded a theme, a premium theme from another company, or you are using Divi, that is our recommendation. It's up to you, but you have to do it. You just go in appearance, themes, and you go to add new. As I mentioned before, you see that we have WordPress gives you the option that with a free themes. Some of them are free. Some of them are you have to pay for them. You have options here. But again, as I said before, the problem with those themes is that you are limited to what the theme is giving you. With Divi, you will be able to do the website and manipulate and do it and adapt it and customize it the way you want. So for that, we just go to upload theme, we go choose file, and we just look where our theme is located and just get it. Have to be a zip file. If you get a theme from another place, or even if you use Divi, they're gonna send you you can download the theme in a zip file. You don't have to decompress it because you need it compressed to install it. Just make sure that you know that, because I know that this tutorial will be seen by many of you, or it's the first time you even thinking on doing a website or even getting involved in this. So I want to make sure of that. So when you get your theme there, you will see the name here, and we just go install. And you see installing theme from upload a file, unpacking the package, installing, and theme installed successfully. All right, our servers are fast. Sometimes this take a little while depending on your server, but it's done. When it's done, you just go to activate. Click and activate, and now you see that our theme, it goes first, and now we can get rid of this one. All right. So now we have our theme activated. We're gonna we have to go to the theme settings. All the themes, they have their own settings, so you can customize with different things. In this case, Divi has its settings here, and as you can see, it added another option that is projects. If you saw the video before, you'll see that post and pages. I kind of explained what this was, and now you have projects. It's very similar to post. We're gonna explain later more about this. I don't want to entertain on this right now, because we want to focus on setting up the theme to make it that all the settings are correctly alright for you. So we're going to Divi, and this is the dashboard of the options of that theme. Before doing anything, we have to go to updates and add our key. So I'm gonna add the key. This is like a license to use this this theme. If you don't really need it, if you can buy it once. When you buy this one, or you do it with ourselves, we're gonna set it up for you, and you're gonna have your key. But if you don't put this, the theme still will work. The problem is that you won't be able to update it, because if I go here to dashboard and then updates, check again, you see that the version that I'm using, and I'm using on purpose an old version that is 3.19, and then the new version is 3.23. So if we select this and click on update themes, it will update. But if you don't have that key, it will tell you, oh, you don't have a valid key, so you cannot update. Updates are very important in WordPress, and if you remember in our last video, we kind of talked about when we were choosing the WordPress version, because we have to make sure that the version is the last one. So we can, if we have the last version of WordPress, we have to make sure that we try to keep all our plugins and themes updated. so you make sure that your website is always running in its maximum capacity, all right, and very well. Okay, so now when we're done, we go to Divi, and we're gonna customize the themes here, like little quick. Which I just want to focus on right now, and we're gonna later start creating pages and everything. So right now I have I'm sure that I have the last version, so I'll go to logo, and I go upload. When you go to upload, it opens the gallery image. Because we don't have any image right now, if you can see this part is empty, it takes us directly to the upload files. But here you will be able to see all the images you're uploading. So you go to upload files, file, and I'm gonna go to get my image, and let me see. This is organized. Okay, let me use this one. Alright, this is the one that I use in the last one. Okay, one important thing that sometimes tutorials don't explain to you is you are learning, because you're learning to make a website. They don't tell you things that are related to SEO or in marketing because they don't focus. But I like to, from the beginning, take care of those little things that are important for SEO. So your website, because at the end you really want your website to rank, right? So you want to make sure of that. So always put an alternative text on your images, in the field of your images. So we're gonna call this Blades Corporation logo. So this field is telling, in case of something happening and your image is not loading or something, or if for accessibility purposes, when the somebody can't see the logo, the image, then the browser automatically will replace it for the alternative text. All right. So that's why it's important for Google that you have this with you. All right, so we click on set logo. We have our logo. Fixed navigation bar. Okay, navigation bar. If you can see, for example, this is a bar on the top of our dashboard. And if I go scroll down, you see this is still there. It's the same. This is a fixed bar. So the fixed navigation bar is your menu that will be static in the top. So we're gonna leave it. You can deactivate it later, but we're gonna leave it now so you can see how it works. Then we have enable Divi Gallery. We won't leave this right now. It's just it gives you some special of the theme when you're creating galleries. We're gonna see that later. Right now, well, we're gonna update it, but you won't see it right now anything until you add a gallery that will be like further in the videos. Color picker. Let's say that you have your logo already. You have an image already of your company. For example, or our colors are gold and this dark violet. So you can set up from the beginning the colors that you want to be using. You will be using in your theme, so you don't have to look for it. It's very cool because most important if you define, because it's good in design that you don't use a bunch of colors unless really your theme is like that. But companies you have to try to be clean. All right, so you can set up here your main colors, like you can search like this, or if you have your codes, this code already, you can just, I'm gonna do this a little quick just to give you an idea of what I'm sorry. Let me do it here. I haven't activated development tools yet. So don't mind me about this right now. I don't want to confuse you. I just want to get the color right now, quick. So you see I'm picking this color and I'm putting it here. Don't worry about this. We can talk about this later. Alright, so we have this color. Alright, so we have the color, define our palette, and grab the first post image. This will tell you if you are writing a post and you put a future image, to just put as future image the first image in the body of your post. We don't need that because I want to make sure that you always put a future image. Blog style mode, we don't need this because we're gonna, with our builder, we're gonna create our own blog mode. Sidebar layout, the same. It doesn't matter because you're gonna build the way that your sidebar is displayed in a page. Though you can leave it on the right side, that is the regular side. Almost all the websites use it on the right side. This is if you're using WooCommerce. We're gonna see that right now. Google API key is if you are using maps on your website. If you think you have a map in your contact area or something like that for some reason, so you can set your Google API key here. If you go here in the question mark symbol, you have help, and it gives you a link where of the instruction. It will take you to this page. All right, so when you click there, and you can see all the instructions how to get your key. But I don't want to go deep in here because it's already here a good explanation. This is the official site of the creators of this builder, so we won't go into that. I'm just gonna add the one that I already have. Alright, I got my key. Okay, so in Google Maps script, yeah, we're gonna do it. Use Google Fonts. This theme comes already with it's connected already with a Google Font, so you don't really need you can leave as it. So show Facebook icon, yeah. Show Twitter icon, yes. Google Plus is going away, so we can deactivate it. Show Instagram, show RSS icon. We don't need this. So of course, now you set up the social networks you want. You can just add here now the links. I have it here on our websites already, but all you have to do is, for example, Twitter, and you find your page, personal page, business page is better. It's a business page. All right. So Twitter, and you add. I want to do it like this. It's faster to make. And Instagram. Okay, so the theme it gives you just the major social networks, but we're gonna learn that in the future how to add other social networks links. Right now we're gonna focus on what on the themes options. All right. Okay, so the rest I normally don't touch it. In the future, if you get more familiar, you can read each one of these things, what it means, and then if you need to modify it, you can modify it and at your convenience. Use excerpts when define it. We're gonna leave it off. I'm gonna explain you later in the post when we get to post what this means. The excerpt, responsive shortcuts, leave it on. Google Fonts subsets, leave it. We're gonna turn it on. Back to bottom back to top button. I really like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to turn it on. This is like when you scroll down, you see you have a top button. I added a word top here. Normally it goes only with the arrow, but it's nice because it's easy to come back. It's part of the user experience. All right. Smooth scrolling. We can turn it on. Disable translation. If your website is just is English only, you can do this because you want to make sure that you are not using resources that you don't need. All right. These two are on. This is very important to ensure that your website is fast. All right. And custom CSS here. These are customizations that you can add to your website. I highly recommend that if you are new here, you will see that the Divi builder is so complete that you can create a website that you like in a way you want, and without knowledge, without like expertise, and it's very friendly, very easy. But if you really want to get into websites and really learn more and do like more adaptation, more things that in your own way, I highly recommend to use this website. I'm sorry, that you use this website, W3 Schools, because you can have you can learn fast here. Very nice stuff. How it gives you step by step and give you practice to learn this language. Just to give you an example, for example, colors. You want to change the colors in the background, and it explains how to you add background colors. All right. So all these codes you will be writing here. In the future I'm gonna do a couple of them so you have an idea. And that's it for now. We have our settings ready. I don't want to make this video long, so I'm done with this video. At the end, when you're done, you just click on save and you're ready to go. All right, see you in the next one.